It used to be that you could put your house on the market for any price that you wanted, and you were guaranteed to sell the house the same day that it was listed, or that you would get multiple offers and basically laugh all the way to the bank. But that's no longer the case. With rising mortgage interest rates, home sellers are having to revamp their strategies in order to get their home sold. In this episode, I'm going to talk about 4 specific steps you can take as a home seller in order to get your home sold in a shifting real estate market. Hi, I'm Robert C. Baker with United Real Estate Experts, and here on Move to Chattanooga, we discuss all things real estate in the greater Chattanooga, Tennessee area. In a shifting real estate market, the first thing you're going to have to concern yourself with is the price. Now, if you're just stepping into the real estate market right now, the middle of August 2022, and you're serious about selling your home, it's more like 2019 than even 2021, which means that sellers and their agents are going to have to work harder to sell properties and use proven strategies to get their home sold. In such times, and as they say, the old school is the best school. Speculative list prices are over. Even just 3 to 6 months ago, homes went on the market overpriced. How do I know? I do the math. In July 2022, there were 663 price changes in the greater Chattanooga, Tennessee area, which compares to 361 the previous year. That's an uptick of 83.7%. Now, there may be a few cases of prices going up in that bunch, say in a new construction situation or where a seller made repairs after an inspection and increased the price. But if you follow this channel, you know that 84% has been consistent since June. For the first 2 weeks in August, there were 363 price reductions compared to 252 last year, which is a 44% increase. And if the trend continues downward, that could reflect homeowners becoming more realistic about home prices and pricing their homes at today's market. Say, if you're getting value out of this content, hit that like button so that more people can see this video, and subscribe to the channel for future content. Thank you. In this market, you and your real estate agent need to research what actual comps are, that is, what homes have sold for in the past 3 months, within a reasonable area surrounding your home, preferably in the same neighborhood. Homes that are similar in size, square footage, bedrooms and baths, quality of construction, and condition. You need to be realistic about the price and realize that the heady days of offers being $10, $20, $30, $50,000 over actual value are over. That ship has sailed. Now, establishing a price is going to be a lot easier if you live in a subdivision with homogeneous construction, that is to say, homes that are very similar to yours. Easy peasy. You can even check out historic home sales on Zillow.com, Realtor.com, or my website, RobertCBaker.com. When you have a firm idea about what homes have actually sold for, then I would suggest that you list your house at the average price of similar properties or slightly under that average price. So, for example, you've taken a look at 5 or 6 homes that have sold in your neighborhood within the last 3 months, maximum 6 months. Most of the houses are the same square footage, maybe the same builder, similar number of bedrooms and baths, and so on. And you've X'd out homes that were in poor condition or homes that were over-renovated, and so now you have a good idea of what the asking price of your home should be. So if the average of your comps shows an approximate value of $400,000, what you could do is list your home at $395,000 or perhaps even $385,000. But wait a minute, you say, based on the comps, my home is worth $400,000. And I say, I understand, but what we're doing is creating a strategy to sell your home in a shifting market, recognizing that the market is in transition, and we are intentionally pricing your home in the hope that you get that $400,000 or perhaps even a little bit more. Make sense? Now keep in mind that your home wasn't worth $400,000 3 years ago. Heck, it wasn't even worth $385,000 3 years ago. Want to know what your home may have been worth 3 years ago? Check out Zillow.com. Go back in time and look at how much equity you've gained over the past 2 or 3 years and celebrate. Celebrate, but don't get greedy. As I like to say, the love of money is the root of all homes still on the market. As the real estate market shifts from being a highly competitive seller's market to being somewhat more balanced, if you put your house on the market at the actual value based on the comps or slightly below, you're going to get a ton of interest and you may even get more than one offer. And it's quite possible that you'll get offers above asking price. So list your home at the right price right at the start. The second thing that you can do is be willing to make seller concessions. Earlier this year, just even a few months ago, buyers were willing to waive everything in order to purchase a home. Waive financing, that is pay cash, waive inspections, waive appraisals, or provide an appraisal gap, and so on. Buyers were so desperate and afraid of missing out that they didn't ask for seller concessions, not even for the seller to pay mortgagees and owner's title policy and search. That's a specific line on the Tennessee residential sales contract. But now, because of rising inventory, which in the greater Chattanooga, Tennessee area has nearly tripled since March, buyers are emboldened, and they realize that if a seller is is unwilling to negotiate, they'll just move on to the next home. And if you're in a large subdivision where there are several home models just like yours actively on the market, guess who they're going to go to? They're not going to stick around with old curmudgeon, old fuss budget. Rather, they're going to go with a seller who is intent on selling his or her property. So be willing to consider seller concessions. Don't expect offers to waive inspections or appraisals. Consider offers at asking price or slightly below. Keep in mind that just because you get an offer that you can't live with, let's say one that's $5,000 below where you want to be, you can always counter the offer. As I say, counter until you can counter no more. The third thing is to make sure that your home is in tip-top shape, and by that I mean that there are no problems with your home. Let me ask you this: when is the last time you had your home inspected for termite damage? I recently had a friend message me asking me for advice about what to tell a relative who's trying to sell her home here in the greater Chattanooga, Tennessee area. In the process of selling her home, the inspection revealed active termite infestation. Well, the whole termite situation could have been avoided had the property been inspected for termites prior to putting the property on the market, especially if you have a home that has a wood exterior or has a very damp basement or water issues in the crawl space. Termites love living and building tunnels in humid environments. You need to consider the possibility that there may be termites. The state of Tennessee is in termite infestation probability zone number 2, moderate to heavy. That means that you have a 1 in 5 chance that you'll have to deal with termites in your home. So be sure to have that checked out. What about your roof? Is your roof at the end of its serviceable life? Buyers, especially younger buyers who are early in their careers or trying to build families, have little time or energy or money to replace the roof. What about your HVAC? How old is it? When is the last time that you had it cleaned or serviced? How's the plumbing? Everything up to code? Is your electric service panel updated? A super easy thing to do, although it costs a couple $100s, is to have a home inspection prior to listing. Why not have a home and termite inspection at the front end so that you can make sure that all those necessary items that need to be taken care of before you put your home on the market are taken care of? Look at it this way: either take care of it now or you'll have to take care of it later. Now be sure that if you do have a home inspection, if there are items that need to be repaired or replaced, that you repair or replace those items, because if you do not do that and you're aware of issues with your property, you'll have to disclose those on the Tennessee Property Disclosure Form. The fourth thing, and this is just as important as the previous three, is how does your home look? When folks are shopping for homes online, and you've got to realize that most people pre-shop online, that they've already visited 2, 3, or 4 websites and looked at pictures and maybe video of their home, that they do all those things before they even walk through the door. They've already made a decision based on those online photographs or videos either to visit your home or not visit your home. And so when you have overgrown bushes, knee-high grass or bare spots on your lawn, wallpaper that dates back to the 60s, carpeting that is worn or rippled, or wood floors where there's obviously pee stains, that's a huge turnoff for buyers. So have the carpets professionally cleaned. If you've got worn vinyl flooring in the kitchen, baths, or laundry room, replace it. Make sure that all the doors close easily and nothing squeaks. Don't want to put a lot of time, energy, or money into your home? Focus on the kitchen and baths. Those are the rooms that buyers pay attention to the most. You can do wonders just by decluttering. I mean, just how many pieces of plasticware do you or I need? Get rid of it. Take whatever you don't use on a regular basis and put it into storage or considering donating it. Mow the lawn, trim the bushes, and pressure wash the sidewalk, porch, or deck. Consider painting the front door and changing the exterior door handles. No one likes to put their hands on a green, corroded brass door handle. Replace the light bulbs in every room, and if there's a room that needs painting, say a playroom or a room that's got a lot of wear and tear, patch and paint. If this sounds a little overwhelming, don't worry. I'm happy to recommend a number of quality folks who can help you out on small projects to get your home ready to sell. But in the majority of instances, there are a number of things that you could do to improve your property so that it looks good and it smells good. Now, in the current market, you're having to deal with more inventory, that is more competition, but do realize that we're still in a low inventory situation. It is still a seller's market, it's just shifting, so don't give up. The real estate market will slow down a bit after school starts, so you do have the option of getting your home ready to sell now and listing it on the market this fall. Wanting to sell but also needing to buy? Watch this video next.